This is the only video you need to start DevOps. So without wasting any time, let's directly get into the video. So what is DevOps? DevOps basically means deploying your applications to cloud, setting them up and configuring them. You also have to take care of monitoring and troubleshooting, which basically means you should be able to find out if an error has occurred, from where that error has occurred, and also everything should be running up fine all the time. And remember this word automation. You have to automate everything in DevOps which you do. So first of all, you must become comfortable with operating systems, basic concepts, terminal, and few bash commands. And one of the best ways to become comfortable with terminal is to start using Linux. Linux is also used by many cloud providers on their service. So you must learn few basic details about Linux, and the best way to learn Linux is to start using it. You may face some issues in the start and you may not like its glitch UI, but it is one of the best way to become familiar with terminal or few bash commands. Secondly, you must be familiar with basic concepts of networking like IP addresses, subnets, OSI model, etc. And also you must become familiar with the scripting language, because in DevOps you may have to automate few things by writing scripts. So becoming familiar with the scripting languages are good to have in DevOps. After this, learn Git, because every project will be deployed on some remote repository online somewhere where you have to clone it or push some changes to it. So you must learn a version controlling tool like Git. And after mastering Git, you should learn a cloud provider like AWS, GCP, or Azure, where you will be deploying your services. You don't need to learn all its services, like AWS has 200 to 300 services. So it's not really practical to learn all the services at start. Just learn the most used one and then learn on the go as you need them. Then after this, learn Terraform, which is basically a tool to create infrastructure on cloud, which basically means you can write some code which will create few services on cloud like virtual machine, Kubernetes cluster, etc. Instead of you manually creating it through GUI, going to the website and then create a service. So instead of that, you can just use code to create it. One of its advantages is that you can use this code later on. You will not have to create those same services again and again using GUI, and you can easily destroy all those services just with a single command. And after learning Terraform, you should also learn Ansible, which is basically used to configure those services which you created using Terraform. For example, you can create a service of virtual machine using Terraform and then configure that service, like installing different programming languages or databases on that virtual machine using Ansible. This way, you can obviously use that code later on to, if you want same configurations for other virtual machines or other services. And after learning all of this, you must learn about containerization, microservices, Dockers, Kubernetes, because it has become an industry level practice to use containers and deploy it on Kubernetes as microservices, because it's really easy to manage and deploy them. Plus, it's highly scalable. Also, you should know about a CI/CD tool like GitHub Action or Jenkins. CI/CD basically means continuous integration and development, which basically means as you develop and push your code to GitHub or any other platform where your code is available, it will automatically deploy that code to the cloud instead of manually deploying it again and again when you make changes. Also, you need to learn about few tools like Prometheus, Grafana, and Loki, which are used for monitoring and logging purposes, which will basically help you to find errors if an error has occurred somewhere. Basically, it will help you to troubleshoot your server or any application which is deployed easily. And the last and the most important thing which you must do is to actually create an infrastructure and deploy few applications on the cloud. Without doing it practically, reading theory will actually do you no good. You can pick any full stack projects which are available open source. Like I have few full stack projects, you can pull them and actually deploy them to cloud. So these are all the things which you need to get started with DevOps. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Do comment down which type of videos do you want in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one.